Mm. Trump and loyalty, guys. Trump and loyalty. What does loyalty mean to you? Would you ever be loyal to one man besides maybe your faith? That's all crazy. It's all crazy. It's all crazy. I'm just trying to find a few things that I need to find real quick. It's not here. Yeah, we're gonna get started in just a second. Yeah, there's MAGA. There's. What are we doing?
Ambition and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, now he's got a mission statement, his mission and his goals and objectives, whatever that is,
Here
we
we go.
need to.
Are you are any men in here that have a spine? That's a real man. Do you let other men tell you how to think? Would you let another man tell you how to think? What you can do, what you can't do? Because that's what Donald Trump wants, and I can prove it. This is today a MAGA congressman. This is what he said MAGA will and should do. This is the way he said they should act.
Now he's got a mission statement, his mission and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high. So now he's got a mission.
So that you heard him say that, right? We all jump 3 feet high and scratch our heads because that's what he told us to do. You can't be a real man and you following behind another man like he's God or some kind of Christ. Of course, yeah, he won. I get that to you. I'm not pissed at all about that. You know, most presidents that I've voted for didn't win. So I mean, what's new? But he just said, Donald Trump says, jump. And we just say, how high, Mr. Trump? How do you want us to go? Because we are spineless. We are really not men. We are puppets. We are cyborgs. We follow as one collective. As one collective mind, and that's Donald Trump's mind. So when he tell you to jump, remember you gotta ask him how high. I don't run behind men like that. Never will. I have my own mind, my own decisions to make. And there's no man, especially in politics, can tell me what me and my family are gonna do. Because I'm going to protect my family, no matter who's the president and who's not the president. The choice is up to you guys if you're going to protect your family from a con man who's cheated on his first wife with his second wife, cheated on his second wife with his third wife, cheated on his third wife with Stormy Daniels. So, does that sound like a serial cheat to you? He's a serial cheater. He cheats at everything. He cheated people out of money from Trump University, Trump Steaks, Trump Liquor, Trump everything. Why do you think when he was president, he was holding all of those rallies or not rallies, press conferences, as he say, at his own properties? Because when the Secret Service had to stay there, he can charge an enormous amount of money. 3 times as much as a normal room would cost. Because he's grifting. He's been a grifter. Didn't Kushner get $2 billion from the Saudis before they left office? It came out that Trump got $2 million from Egypt. Cash. They said it weighed over 200 pounds. Don't believe me? Look it up. The man is a grifter. And he's going to grift the United States until it's bankrupt. I thought Putin was one of his friends, so-called friends. Let the grift start, man. He's gonna grift his way till America is destroyed. You tell me, that he really care about you and your family? When has Donald Trump cared about anybody but himself? Is that why he installed a pedo as Attorney General? Matt Gaetz? He put Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. How did that happen when you known for messing with underage girls and now it looks like you're going to be Attorney General? He got to make his own cases go away, guys. Matt Gaetz got to make those own essay cases go away. You know what essay means. He got to make those essay cases go away. Donald Trump and loyalty, we're going to get back to it again. We're going to play the video again, and this is what it means to be MAGA. This is what it means to be MAGA. This is what it means to sell out your country. This is what it means to be un-American. This is what it means to be a selfish American. This is what it means. To all you MAGAs out here, this is what they want.
Now, he's got a mission statement, his mission. And his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every
Thank you, brother.
word. If Donald Trump
Yeah, the resistance is here.
And scratch your head.
Did you hear? Listen to what he said. No one's someone. Listen to what he said. No one's someone.
Now, he's got a mission statement, his mission. And his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high. So now he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is.
That's what I'm saying. his goals, and whatever that may mean, they don't care. They do not care at all. Only thing they care about is themselves. I don't know what's happening to the world right now. I don't know what's gonna happen to the world right now. And this is what MAGA said about putting kids in cages.
Number three, we're going to deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing, anchor babies, their parents, their grandparents. We're going to put kids in cages. It's going to be glorious. We're going to detain a lot of people in the DC Gulag and get home.
Did you hear what he said? This is the plan. Project 2025.
Number three, we're going to deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing, anchor babies, their parents, their grandparents. We're going to put kids in cages. It's going to be glorious. We're going to detain a lot of people in the DC Gulag.
We're going to put kids in cages, and it's going to be glorious. That's what he said. This is what he said. So how do you even fix your mouth to say we're going to put kids in cages and it's going to be glorious? How is that American? How no matter who you vote for, how is that American? We're going to play two clips. Listen closely, guys.
Deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing, anchor babies.
We got to get this right. Bad. We got to get this right because this is not American. Anybody tell me if this is American what they hear?
Number three, we're going to deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing, anchor babies, their parents, their grandparents. We're going to put kids in cages. It's going to be glorious. We're going to detain a lot of people in the DC Gulag and get home. And list number five,
He said we're going to put kids in cages and it's going to be glorious. You tell me that's American. Do we do that now? We do that now? And listen to what he said MAGA is and what MAGA will do.
Now, he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high. So now,
we're going to keep playing that all night if we have to, till people understand. Until people understand, we will play this. This is what MAGA is today. This is what they said.
now he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high.
We all jump 3 feet high and scratch our head. Anybody got a free will, or you gonna do what they say? You gonna jump 3 feet high and scratch your head like a little monkey, like a good little pet, like a good little boy, like you've been trained. No, I'm for America. I'm not against Trump. I'm just for America. I'm just gonna be honest. I liked the guy back in the 80s and 90s. It's just a line, man. I'm just being honest. It's just a line. All politicians lie. I believe Kamala Harris lied. Kamala Harris lied. Just to be honest with you. All politicians lie, but when you get to a degree where it doesn't make sense with your lies. Okay, let me ask you a question. When did America, how long has it been since America was really divided? When did it really start? Because What I can remember, politicians always agreed to disagree, and it wasn't a problem. You had your own point, we have our own points. Nobody hated each other. We just disagreed. When did the hate start? The hate started when he came along. Now there's people that can't even show up for Thanksgivings at their own family because their family won't have them over. When did that start? It started with him. When you're talking about locking kids up in cages and it's going to be glorious, then you can't be American. We don't do that to kids, no matter who kids they are. And this is what he said.
For us. Number three, we're going to deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing, anchor babies, their parents, the grandparents. We're going to put kids in cages. It's going to be glorious. We're going to detain a lot of people in the DC gulag and get.
He said it's going to be glorious when he detain them kids and take them away and put them in cages. He said that. I didn't say that. He said that. So I'm not lying about what this man is saying and who they are. He just told you who they are. And if you don't believe me, here's another one. He's going to tell you what the loyalty means with Trump. What do loyalty to Trump really means? Here you go.
Now he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high.
I didn't say that. He said that. That's a congressman said that today. That's their agenda. If he says scratch our heads, and jump 3 feet high, we gonna all jump 3 feet high and scratch our heads. Did I say that they said it? No, he said it. I'm just repeating what he said. So I'm not a hater of these people. These people are a hater of America. They're puppets. Somebody's got their hand up the back working their mouth like a puppet. That's who they are. And if you're going to do exactly what this congressman said do, are you a human being or are you a cyborg? Because you don't have the right to think for yourself if that's what you're following. When are you going to think for yourself? You can't think for yourself. If you got a family and you got some kids and wife, I guess your family is going to be relying on Donald Trump to make the decisions for your family because it's sure not you. Because you got to jump 3 feet high and scratch your head like a good little boy. I ain't doing that for nobody. Never will. I don't care if Jesus come down from the clouds and asked me to jump 3 feet high and scratch my head. I'm not doing it because Jesus wouldn't ask me to do anything like that. I know that's got to be a fake because he wouldn't even put me through that. And so for somebody to tell you this is what you're gonna do and this is what you should do, act like a monkey, act like a pet. We should. That's not what I do. Oh man. Protect my family from people like that. I don't want my kids, my daughter to be nowhere near people like that. Putting kids in cages. I don't even want them in school with people like that. Because it's just terrible. Nobody thinks for themselves anymore. We all anybody used to watch Star Trek and remember the Borg? That's what it's turning into. MAGA is turning into the Borg. It's only, well, I'm not going to say queen of the hive. There's only one king of the hive, and you have to jump as high as he said you need to jump, and you have to listen. Or you're not MAGA, you're going to be thrown out to the wolves. Your family is going to be threatened. All of that. That's not American. And then for people to say, oh, he not nothing like Hitler.
The Immaculate
I
Constellation.
tell you what, if you don't want people to call this dude Hitler, he needs to stop quoting Hitler. Stop quoting passages out of Mein Kampf. Stop saying poison in the blood of the country. Hitler said that in his speech. So if people say, oh, he acting like Hitler, oh, they calling him Hitler. Look, this is what happened people are trying to hurt him. He said that. He said it out his own mouth. And all the little schoolyard names, 5-year-old names. I pick a name for everybody. That's elementary. That is elementary-ish. Do you know how long, do you know how, and everybody talking about how good a businessman he is. How good of a businessman can you be if you bankrupt 3 casinos? A casino is a license to print money, basically. You bankrupted 3 of them. So how good are you really at business? Didn't they shut down Trump University? Didn't they tell you you couldn't do any charities or anything like that because y'all been found guilty of fraud? Duping people out of money for Trump University, Trump steaks, Trump liquor. Every time you seen his rallies, every time something go, I'm not paying him. No matter if something went right or wrong, he wasn't going to pay him anyway. That was just his excuse not to pay him, because he's always not paid people. You really think this man has your best interest at heart? No, he only has his best interest at heart. Why did he bury his wife on his golf course? For a tax cut. That's some evil-ish. I'm going to bury my wife here in the back of the golf course where you can barely see her because I need this tax break. I can't even believe that people don't, I don't get it. I don't even understand it. How can you vote for somebody like that who's clearly not in this for you? But I'm going to tell you guys something.
That I did pull back right there.
I'm going to tell you something
right
that I did
here.
notice. These people are going to fight amongst themselves. They don't even know who's going to be the Senate Majority Leader. They're already fighting about it. They're always fighting about something. And we know how violent they can be. They go after workers. They went after poll workers. They go after regular people in their lives. They threaten them. They call their jobs because they said something about a man that they like. You got to be very foolish to get yourself in trouble for somebody who doesn't care about you. Go to prison for somebody who doesn't care about them. Like Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows can't get that case to federal court. And Trump can't pardon him because it's a state case. The only person that's not going to go to jail for these crimes is Donald Trump, because the Supreme Court gave him a scapegoat for immunity. So he can do what he wants, but people like Mark Meadows and the other ones who violated the law, those people are going to be prosecuted. They can't get out of it. So anytime you're dealing with this man, how many lawyers has went to prison already? How many of his people that have been locked up? Plenty. So if you don't understand by now who this man is, then you probably won't ever understand who he is. I have an idea who he might be. And I'm not talking about in the human sense of who he might be. There's this entity, I'll put it like this, called Apophis. I'm pretty sure you heard of it. Apophis is the demon or the god of chaos. Everywhere this man goes, there's chaos. Every time he speaks, he sows division and chaos. No matter, you know what, half of MAGA knows the shit he talking about ain't real or it's fake, but they don't care. They'll bypass and look over it. It's Trump. You know, he want to get us to the make America great again. When was America great again, people? What decade was that? What year was that? Is it in the 60s and 70s where minorities couldn't vote? Was it in the 1800s when women or minorities couldn't vote? Is it during the American Revolution when the Constitution was written? And one thing about the Constitution, guys, I'm going to tell you something. It says all men are created equal. Well, when they wrote the Constitution, they were only talking about a specific group of people. They were talking about rich, land-owning white men. Because there were slaves, and George Washington had them. So if you said all men are created equal, and you signed it, then they should have been freed. They're men. Oh no, there wasn't men because slaves was considered property. So they wasn't men. So who was it written for if slaves were property? It wasn't for all men created equal. It's for a select few. And that's what America has been fighting for. We've been fighting to make the Constitution we've been fighting to make what the Constitution says right. That all men are created equal. And you can't do that when you have a president who takes us 2 or 3 steps back where that can't happen. You can't have you can't have the Constitution correct on that point when you have racist people that don't want you to have those rights. They're voting for segregation. And when all the minorities leave and they get locked up, I want you to see how when you go into a restaurant, how it looks. When you go into the grocery store and you see the prices on produce. I want you to see that. Because when they're gone, you sure ain't going out there to pick no fruits and vegetables. Tell me that's your new job. I'll go do it. If when they go, I'll go do it. You damn lie. Ain't nobody can go do that shit. That's what we embraced as America. We know people wanted those jobs, and hey. But when they gone, you watch how ugly this get. When they start messing with some people, some businesses' workforce. You know that's the workforce for some business. Like, man, you done eliminated my whole workforce. I can't get nobody to work here, and now I'm gonna have to go out of business. It's gonna be a lot of companies shutting down because they don't have the workforce. I guess you're gonna take that job. I ain't taking it. I ain't taking it. And I know you ain't gonna take it. That's why you should leave well enough alone sometime. And just, hey, get the criminals out. Get them out of here. They out here committing crimes. Get their ass out of here. I'm 100% for that. But locking kids up in cages, nope, not for it. Un-American. Here we gonna play the video again.
Number 3, we're going to deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing. Anchor babies, their parents, their grandparents. We're going to put kids in cages. It's going to be glorious. We're going to detain a lot of people.
We're gonna put kids in cages. It's gonna be glorious. That's the plan. And if you voted for it, that's your plan. to be inhumane to kids. That's your plan.
Now, he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace that. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high and
Jump 3 feet high then, robot. You've been trained. That's why you see them out there. They was walking around with diapers and tampon. Excuse my language. Women, feminine products all on the ear like they've been hitting the ear. This is it. That's a cult, man. I tell you what. If you ever be at a party with them, don't drink that. Don't drink the juice. Don't drink that juice. Don't drink anything they put out there, man. Right now, like they used to tell us in the day, y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. Y'all got a big jug of that Kool-Aid. And it's sour, too. It ain't even got no sugar. It's sour Kool-Aid. Make your mouth taste, that's what you make. Yeah, that's nasty. I want none of that. He said jump. How high? When Trump said jump, he said we gonna ask how high. And that is a sitting congressman said that. When he say jump, we just gonna jump, and he gonna say we just ask how high. That is effing crazy. Like I said, nobody has any morals anymore. All of their morals and all of that went out the window. It's about me, I, and what I want. I get it. Matt Gaetz, new Secretary of State, with all of his essay crimes that he got, he just gonna make all of it go away. That's all I want to say, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you very much.